Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? Nice and sunny here today. 91 degrees, not too hot yet, thank goodness. Um, so the next question that we're all going to be asking ourselves for years from now are, what were you doing when Thomas Crooks tried to assassinate Donald Trump? I was in Corpus Christi enjoying the beach this weekend. We had just come off the beach, and we'd gone back to our condo. We went with my daughter and her family. She invited us at the last minute, and we'd gotten back to the condo, and they were wanting to go swimming. I was wanting to take a shower and get all the sand off me. So they went swimming for a little while, and I went and showered, and I had to look at my phone, and then I saw that there was a shooting, and it had just happened. And I saw that there was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Well, you better believe I hustled and got dressed as quick as I could, and I had my phone. I had to watch CNN, y'all. I had to watch it. So I put on CNN on my YouTube on my phone live and went to the pool, and I said, you guys won't believe this. They tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and they were like, no. It's unbelievable. It really is. But, the rhetoric, tension, and anger has just reached a fever pitch in this country. It's had an effect on us all, but then there are people that, they have mental health problems, and they don't know how to cope properly, and they get things mixed up in their minds of what they should do to help solve the problems or, take matters into their own hands. And that is so scary. The only action that is needed, that we should all be taking, is to vote blue all the way down the ticket in November. That's the only action needed. That's it. So when you're off and talking to your friends and telling them about, Project 2025, we don't have to say we need to, commit any kind of tragedies or that we wish any tragedy on anybody at all, because people lost their lives, people were injured, and it shouldn't have happened. It really shouldn't have happened, but it's, from both sides. I don't know. It's just very, very difficult right now. It's very difficult, this political problems that this country is having. Violence does not solve anything. I never have advocated for violence. Neither should you. So when you talk to other people, say we just want to vote blue down the ticket, and we want to stop having all this infighting in our government that's actually dividing all of us. I'm trying to fix my lighting. It's just too bright out here, and then all of a sudden it'll go way dark. So hopefully I won't have to fix it again. But is Donald Trump lucky or what? I mean, he turns his head right at the right second, and it just whizzes by his ear, and it could have been horrible. I mean, just think about it. Now, I know that a lot of people were saying if he had been taken out, it would have solved a lot of problems, but it would not. This country would be in chaos if Donald Trump had been assassinated. It would be so much worse than it is now. So we never want anything like that to happen ever. But how lucky is he that he just moved his head a couple of inches just at the right time? I mean, you have to say that he's here for a reason. He really is. And also, I just heard that Judge Cannon dismissed the classified documents case against Trump. Can you believe that? I mean, we all knew it was coming because Clarence Thomas, decided to signal to Judge Cannon that, it was illegal. What was it that he said? That a special counsel being appointed was a violation of the Constitution. So anyway, she dismissed on the grounds that the appointment of Jack Smith, was illegal, and the funding for special counsel was illegal also. So on those 2 counts, the grounds. She dismissed the case. It's crazy. It is. So, but how lucky is he? I bet he's like, he can go to, nomination convention and say, all the cases are dismissed against me. See, I told y'all. And, I'm the chosen one. God protected me. I just got a little scratch on my ear. So he's going to go and be able to say all those things all this week. You're going to hear it. And I also just heard that J.D. Vance will be his running mate. So I'm going to do a reading on J.D. Vance. After I finish this one here, I'll do one on him to see how the outcome is going to be for him. I can't believe I guess, the person that was the loudest and the most obnoxious and all in for Trump, he decided to nominate that person. So yeah, J.D. Vance is nominated his vice president. But my question is, will the 11th Circuit appeal this ruling of Judge Cannon? So I'm sure that Jack Smith is going to go and, appeal this judgment that, Justice Cannon made. I've laid out all these cards and I'm looking at them and just taking a look and see where this stands now. So let me read these cards to y'all. So that was my question, is about this case, where it's going, if, the 11th Circuit will overturn Cannon's ruling. So let's take a look at this and see what's going on here. Oh, here's the flavor. I always like to look at the bottom of the deck. This is the flavor of the reading. Tower card. Sometimes things have to be all torn down and broken down and collapsed to rebuild stronger. So I think that's what happened here. This case collapsed in her courtroom. She got rid of it, tore it all to hell, so that we can build it up stronger and better this next time around. It's like we get a second try. That's what we should think of it like. We're going to get a second a do-over. So, the first card that I pulled is the King of Wands. Yes, we should be glad that she finally made a ruling, because, she was doing all these paperless orders. That's what they were. They were paperless orders. And finally she made a ruling, something that could be appealed, and that Jack Smith is really ready and confident that this case will get back on track and another judge will be appointed. So he feels very good about this, and he's on it. They were ready for this ruling. I really think they were. Queen of Wands. Crossing over this situation. I feel like this is Judge Cannon herself. She's got a really nasty temper. She's done everything that she can to protect Donald Trump. She talked really, really rudely to the prosecutors through the whole trial, the whole case. Well, the trial didn't really start, but the case. And again, she made all those paperless orders. She's actually very cunning, and she's a smart lady. She wouldn't be where she is if she wasn't a smart lady. Now, I know that we've heard other people say that she's a stupid judge. She don't know what she's doing, but, she's truly clever. She is clever because she has protected Donald Trump. She's, she protected herself from being overturned. She was learning along the way. And, yeah, she did what she set out to do and what she wanted to do, which was protect Donald Trump. So I think that's terrible, but, yeah. She might be a terrible judge, but she's very clever. The Moon. This is the illusion delusion card. So, things aren't as they seem. So it seems like that this case is going to go away. It seems like that, she's dismissed this case and it's done and it looks like it's over. But it's not. Because this is the darkness, and everything is going to come to light. That's why it's illusion, delusion. The truth will all come out. We're going to know if, Judge Cannon was wrong in her ruling, and I believe that we will all see that it will be overturned. So the truth is all going to come out. Two of Pentacles. It hasn't been easy for the prosecution team or for Jack Smith. They've had to keep this balance going all the time. They've been kept on their toes, actually. But they're at a tipping point now. Should we keep going? Should we continue? Should we give up? What should we do? And they've just been kind of like treading water, because they've been waiting for her to make an order that they could appeal. And they've just been unable to move forward. It's a stressful day for the prosecutors on one hand, but I do feel that in the end that they will win the case. They have really struggled to keep this case alive and keep it going, and they're going to continue doing that. They're keeping the balance, keeping it up and going. And we appreciate them, don't we? This is one of the outcomes, the near future. 10 of Wands. All the prosecutors, they know the importance of finishing this case. There's so much responsibility on their shoulders because the whole world is watching what they're going to do next. And they're going to keep going. There's going to be more delays and more struggles, but I feel like they're going to push and keep going, keep going. It's not going to be easy, though, and it hasn't been. So this is how, I think this is how Jack Smith is feeling today. This is the Sun card. He's actually really happy. He's finally having a ruling that he can appeal. This is what he's wanted. So he's feeling really good about everything. He is prepared. He knew this day was coming, and he's feeling good. He's looking forward to it. And they got all their ducks in a row. So he's feeling pretty good about it. The Sun. I love the Sun card. 6 of Pentacles. Jack Smith, he's going to get the ruling he wants, basically. I feel like that's what it is. They're going to give him the ruling that he wants from the 11th District and overturn Judge Cannon's dismissal of this case. That's what I feel like that means. This is so funny. This is in the hopes and dreams position, and it's the Knight of Pentacles. And it's the wishes come true card. So the wish comes true. So I do feel like definitely they will overturn Judge Cannon's dismissal of this case, the 11th Circuit. So wishes and dreams do come true, and we'll see that happen. So that's good. And the outcome for this is Page of Wands. This is the good news card. So this is about them. It's like they're having to start all over with this case, which is good, because being in Judge Cannon's court all these months, going through all this, it's been like a trial for them, like a temporary trial where they've learned a lot of things. They've actually learned what Trump's attorneys will do next. So they are so much more prepared now to get this started, and they can anticipate their actions now. So it's good. So they've had plenty of time to strategize, and now it's going to make their case stronger. Everything they've learned from being in Judge Cannon's courtroom, they're going to put to good use. And put it into action. So that's just starting over. We're just starting over, but it's good news that they'll be able to start over with a new judge that hopefully isn't in Trump's pocket. Hopefully it'll be a neutral judge, somebody that's not like Judge Cannon. So yeah, it will be appealed, and I do believe that they'll rule in favor of Jack Smith. So we don't have to worry about that, but I will do a reading on J.D. Vance. I'll put that out tomorrow. So I'm going to do one at a time. I might record it today and put it out tomorrow. So y'all look for that one. So again, I just want to end with, God bless all the families that were involved in the shooting. God bless the person that lost their life and all the people and their family that loved them. Let's pray for the families. Would you go to another rally? Would you go to a Trump rally or a Biden rally now? It kind of feels like you're, shaking the dice, rolling the dice a little bit, going to these rallies, because there's so many people there and you don't know who is there. There's, thousands of people at these rallies, and it's actually very, very scary. Myself, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to a Biden rally or anybody else's. When Beto came, we did little group get-togethers with Beto when he was running, but it was a very small setting in people's homes in their backyards. So there was only, there were very, very few people, probably, 50 to 100 people there. And yeah, it wasn't scary, but that was before things got really, really bad. Now they're just really, really bad. But I know a lot of the people that were at the Trump rally saying they'll go to another rally. Wasn't it weird? It seemed like, maybe they didn't have a place to run to, but it didn't seem like when you were watching the shooting happen and everything, the people they ducked down, but they didn't get down out of the way. I'd be down on the floor. Duck down, I'd be on somebody's shoes. It seems so strange that they didn't react or they didn't try to run away, because look at it. Anytime you've seen a shooting, you see people run like crazy, and these people were just, I think they didn't really understand what was happening right away until it was over with. It happened so quickly that they didn't even understand it was shooting, because some people said they thought it was fireworks. So yeah, if you're at a rally and you hear a lot of banging, you might want to jump on the ground. It could be shots being fired. So God bless all the people that were injured. God bless them and their families. I just pray for them. And we really do have to cool it. We got to cool it. I hope that this convention that's going on, the Republican convention that's going on this week, I hope that they really bring it down, that they think twice about what they're saying. J.D. Vance has already said some things. I had to go and look up what exactly J.D. Vance said. He said it on formerly known as Twitter. I call it Twitter still. I know it's X. It's stupid. Everything like on Facebook, it calls it Twitter still. All on my Facebook, whatever. I don't know, whatever, X. But he put out, the central premise of the Biden campaign is that President Donald Trump is an authoritarian fascist who must be stopped at all costs. That rhetoric led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination. So that's what he put out, just kind of inciting violence against Biden. Stop it. But I guess that, he's a shoe-in for Vice President Trump. He knows that he wants somebody that will break any rule and do anything that he says. So I guess he got himself that kind of person. Anyway, I'm going to do a reading on J.D. Vance tomorrow, so look for that. Okay, guys, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you, and I will talk to you again soon. Love you guys. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.